In this video today, I'm taking you on board the huge MSC Meraviglia to give you a full detailed room tour of my cabin, a Deluxe Inside cabin up on deck number 12 of the ship. This room is much larger than all of those around it on the ship deck plan, and that's because it's considered an accessible cabin, but I'll tell you more about that later in this video. MSC Meraviglia launched to the market back in 2017 and was the first ship to fall into the Meraviglia class umbrella for MSC Cruises. She's a beautiful but enormous cruise ship, so it is great that you found this video to hopefully do some research before you potentially book onto this ship in the future. The facilities on board this cruise ship are fantastic. There are so many restaurants, so many bars, a full thermal suite area, multiple swimming pools, and so much more. If you'd like to see more from life on board, then head over to my channel and check out my MSC Cruises playlist. Here, you'll also be able to check out more from other ships that I've cruised on from MSC. Now, as I mentioned, this cabin is considered an accessible cabin, so why was I in there? Well, if you haven't seen my other cabin tour from this cruise, I'll leave the link in the description. It was the worst cruise ship cabin I've ever seen, and so I decided to upgrade into a Deluxe Interior, and this is where I then ended up in this room today. So let's head on to the ship. If you enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up down below, and let me know in the comments what you think. Would you cruise in here, or would you rather opt for a different type of cabin? Let's get started. The cabin that we are going to be looking around today is all the way at the very front of deck number 12 of MSC Meraviglia. The exact room is number 12041, and the first thing that you'll notice when we open this door and step inside is just how bright this cabin is. I have stayed in so many inside cabins on cruise ships that feel really, really dark, but MSC have done a very good job of lighting this cabin. It's one point of praise that I would always give MSC, to be honest. I've never really experienced a dark cabin on any of their ships. Now, the bed is a fairly typical bed for any cruise ship cabin, and heading over here, you've got the same lamps that you'll find in any other cabin on this cruise ship. You'll see that it's split into two parts. First of all, the large section, and secondly, the individual reading lamp, both controlled using the sensors at the bottom. And then you also have a USB port underneath for any bedside charging. You've then got a light switch, which operates as the master switch for the whole room. And then you've got your bedside tables. It is worth mentioning that there are storage options there, but no door. So don't be expecting to house a huge amount of your belongings in there. Turning round at the foot of the bed, you have got a great little vanity area, including your TV. So let's cover each individual part of that now. First up, you've got your television, and underneath you've got a handy little holder for your remote control and also any paperwork that you might gather during your cruise. Underneath you've then got your phone that you can use to contact other cabins or departments on board the ship, or call ashore, but that would be pretty expensive. You've then got all the paperwork that you would normally receive when you arrive into your cabin, and then you've got an ice bucket that you can have filled up along at the end. Underneath, you've got a minibar, which unfortunately was closed when I first arrived into the cabin. You've then got a long drawer, which houses your hairdryer and other amenities, for example, your laundry bag, but you may not need that on your cruise. Looking underneath here, you've then got your trash can, which is separated into a number of different sections to help MSC to recycle, and you've also got a stool, which you can use to sit at the vanity area. In terms of plug points, you'll find a whole range of different plug points. You've got two European plugs here with a USB, and over here, you've got two American plugs. So regardless of what nationality your plug point is, you should be okay on this ship. Turning around, let's now go over and look at storage. You'll see that your storage is primarily within these two large wardrobes on the left-hand side. So if I open them up, I'll be able to show you what's inside. Unfortunately, for an accessible cabin, I would have expected a pull rail to lower that rail down, but that wouldn't be possible due to the configuration of the build of the wardrobe. So yeah, if you can't get up too high, that could be difficult. On the left-hand side, you've got your safety deposit box, some more shelves, and a couple of drawers. As you go down, that storage was pretty much identical to any other storage that I saw on this ship. So it must be a fairly standard build that they just put into every cabin. Going into the bathroom, the first thing you should notice is that your hooks on the back of the door are much lower down than a regular cabin, and there's also no step going inside due to the fact that this would be an accessible grade cabin. Going inside, I thought I wouldn't acknowledge myself, but yes, there we go. This cabin is actually really nice. I always think MSC's modern ships do provide a really nice, clean bathroom. You'll see it's got all the usual facilities, but they've all been adapted should you require that option. You've got a phone in here by the toilet, and then when we spin round, you'll see that you've got a much lower washing line, and you've also got a stool in the shower. So if you do require a little bit of added support when you use the bathroom facilities, that really won't be a problem in here. There is also a shower curtain, yes, but do not worry, we won't dwell on that for too long. I think that does work in here though, because the shower cubicle is so big. So at no point do you get that stuck to you like in a regular cruise ship cabin. So that's a full cabin tour of a Deluxe Inside cabin up on deck number 12 of MSC Meraviglia. I'd love to know in the comments what you think. Would you ever cruise in a cabin like this? Or would you rather cruise elsewhere on the ship? If you haven't already, remember to jump down below this video and click subscribe, because I have got so much more to show you from this cruise ship and also so many others that I'm travelling on. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video today, did you know that you can become a member of my YouTube channel for an exclusive behind the scenes look at some of the ships that I'm travelling on? If you're over on Patreon, then I would love to see you over there. All you have to do to join me on that community is just search www.patreon.com/FRASER at Sea. Both my YouTube memberships and my Patreon site lead directly to me getting on more cruise ships, and both offer a completely behind the scenes look at what's going on.